Hello folks, hope you're having a good Friday so far. My name is Joel Duggan, welcome back to the channel. We're back in Minecraft today, and I'm right now waiting for the server to restart. I was having some issues with it just before stream, so that's why we're a little bit late starting today. In the meantime, we can thank Obu for a tier 1 subscription, which I didn't hear the notification for, so I must have just not been here or maybe switching scenes. But Obu, thank you very much for the support. I really appreciate it. So it shouldn't take too long for the server to restart. It's usually pretty fast. Yeah, looks like we're good. Yay. All right, perfect. I also got my connected textures working again. So we no longer have the grid lines on the glass. So we have this very cool pit. And I actually don't get to show this off very often. This is one of the first giant builds that we did on the server. And it's the nether hub. It's our main nether portal. Yeah, continuity had to update, and then I also had to update sodium and the fabric API. For folks that don't know, we run like a few quality of life mods, mostly visual. There's not a lot of like gameplay mods on the server. But yeah, so far that's kind of what we've got going on. And I'm down this far. Can't remember why I was here. I was taking screenshots or something. Maybe this is just where I logged off last time. But I'm hoping that the command blocks have now been fixed. That was one of the reasons I needed to restart the server. Otter, good to see you. SweetSandi, Dan, hello. How's it going? Grumpa, hello. Actually, you know what? I want to go to the modern city because I want to check to see if I've got some shulker boxes down there. Does this work? Yes. Command blocks and teleportation for the different realms on the server are now working. Awesome. That's a zombie. And I'm going the wrong way. So this is the modern city build. I was talking about this on the Spun Chunks. Still not finished. There's giant holes in the buildings. But everything's got water elevators, which is nice. And windows to the outside. So what I was looking for was shulker boxes. That's full of stuff and full of city stuff, so I should probably leave that there. I'm going to be using all kinds of wrong hotkeys now because I've been playing Core Keeper for 3 days. A whole bunch of random junk there. That goes to the concrete maker. Don't think I have any other... the tables and chairs around here have all been busted. My custom paintings textures is still working though. Cool. Alright. Down we go. I don't think I have shulker boxes here. I might. Paintings are pretty, Dan. Yeah, they're actually by my friend Britt. They're like acrylic, watercolor, like drip painting, sort of. There's a shulker box. Full of gunpowder. City parks. Flowers. Streets. You know what? I think I'm going to steal that one. That's got bricks in it. I could probably put that in the nether. I might be able to find a spot for that. I don't think any of these are going to have shulker boxes in. No. They would end up going down into the hoppers. Some of these over here are manual, though. So did everybody see the update yesterday with the new cow variants and the bushes and the fireflies? Lots to talk about on Monday's show. I mean, I would say that the bushes and the fireflies are more interesting than the cows for me. And I was joking because they did indeed update the model to the cow, but they did like the least amount of changes possible. They basically gave it like a little snout, and that's it. And after seeing the cows in Core Keep yesterday, I'm tempted to just kind of put on my modeling hat and see if I can't come up with cow variants in Minecraft that look fun. I'm getting kind of... One of the reasons I don't engage with the animals much in Minecraft is because I think they all look kind of silly. And not in the charming way. I feel like they're kind of dated. But that's the animator in me, probably. Alright, that's fuel for the smelter. I think that's it for shulker boxes around here. I don't think I have any other place. I've not been down here with the new shaders yet either. So for anybody in chat that's new, this is the modern city of Southport. And it was a lot of work to get these roads and everything sorted. But it's small-ish. But when you think about how big the buildings are, it's a lot of work. Some of the apartments are furnished. This building is actually finished on the outside, but that one is not. Mental note, that's probably the biggest building we're going to make. Everything else is going to be a lot smaller. This will be a fun place to return to when we're done with Westhill. When I'm not near Westhill, I get much better frame rates. Alright, so I've explained this a couple times before, but there is there's a command block right there, and there's another one over there. And essentially, what happens is when I push this button, the command block teleports us to a specific location, faces us in a specific direction. But for like role play on the server, it looks like a portal. We were supposed to decorate these better, but like I just never got around to it. But it means that we can separate the different zones. So here I am in the main area. Like this is where we all started. That's Dartmouth Meadows and all. There's Cosmic's area down there. And the medieval area that Westhill is in is way over there. Way up there. And so what we do is we use this area to instantly teleport to this tower right here. And then this serves as like the staging area and the entrance into Westhill. Pix was messing with the bushes and cows yesterday. I was gonna log on and play the snapshot yesterday, but every time I play a snapshot, it messes up all my shaders and texture packs and stuff, and I couldn't be bothered. So I really don't have much of a plan today. I was supposed to dump those off. Whoops. I really don't have much of a plan. I think we might end up going back and puttering around in the nether. It might be one of those days where I just pick a small project to do. Because we finished the abandoned farm. Could work on this house. This house needs to get smaller. It's far too big right now. Although I would like to maybe have the tables and chairs working. before we do that. So what I was thinking, and I think I talked about this last time, but I'm okay with the kitchen. And I think I'm okay with the top floor. It's this section here that feels far too large. So we would cut it off here and just have like a small fireplace. And then upstairs, this would still exist, but this would not. These two giant rooms here end up going away. It's not furnished at all. Now the tricky part, I think, is less about the inside and more about like what do we do with this space, because I really like this section, which we could just move over, right? Like tear this down first, copy that over. But I really like this little kind of area here. I mean, obviously the trapdoors and the chairs and tables and stuff have gone away, but we'd have to figure out what to do with this space. Which it could be fun. We could end up with more detail. I'm realizing that there's really not, I didn't do anything here. This kind of feels forgotten about. So that could be something we could do. Grandpa, thank you very much for the lurk. Appreciate it. So in the distance is the abandoned farm. That's where we left off. And this is where all of our stuff is. And one of the reasons why I'm not sure what to do today is like, I really don't have a plan for this bee farm. Like I don't know what it's going to look like. I haven't really thought about it much. I'm not really sure how to handle that. These are placeholders for where the bee hives will be, I think. We'll put the bees in last, of course. But then like, what do we do there? Crop areas, I guess. We'll have to see. I think the first step is going to be to clean this stuff up. So I've got fuel. I don't know if I really need that either. Some of this stuff just needs to get sorted. And some of this stuff goes in here. 2 shulker boxes. Bones. Iron box goes over there. Sometimes the shadows with these shaders are a little bit funny. That's redstone. What's supposed to go there? Maybe that's this button? And I know I've got an extra space in the ender chest. Maybe we'll put the backpack in there. Ooh, can't do that. Alright, nothing on the ground. Have to come back for these. Yeah, it's nice to have lots of stuff, Sandy. I agree. It's also nice to have a frame rate above 25 going on. So much for having the stream be all pretty for a long time. Let's just put... I guess there's a reason I don't put that in there. It's because it normally has my ender chest in it. Some of this stuff we are more than likely not going to need. Yeah, I am 100% pressing core keeper buttons now. Oh, that's funny. City parks. All right, that's one we need to sort out. Bushel box. Moss. Gray shulker box. That's empty. Stone mini blocks, I think, was over here. Carved deep slate. Salt. Some of this stuff is actually out at the farm. We'll go back and get the rest. It's the kind of stuff that you don't often see on Minecraft streams. I think a lot of players and streamers end up doing this like on their own time. But I think one of the things that's important about a project of this size is also showing the organization that you need to keep it going. All right, that's everything out here. I also find it's easier to see, you know, what I want to do with an area when I don't have shulker boxes everywhere. So you can see we're not doing too bad. Like we've really only got like this chunk here and this area here before that whole chunk of land is basically done. And then once I finish up the house over here, we can do the landscape over here as well. There's a little bit of like returning to stuff that we did 4 years ago, which was like this, knowing that I can do landscape like this now. You know, I feel like this really feels a lot nicer. So we'll probably attempt to do stuff like this down that way. Thanks for the lurk, Dan. Appreciate it. Folks, if you wouldn't mind sharing the stream around, I would be ever grateful. There's a tweet out there. There's also an Instagram story. And I don't post on TikTok when I go live, but there are lots of shorts from the channel on TikTok if you want to follow and share that around. Woods are usually the easy ones to sort out. Jungle, we've got acacia, birch, mangrove somewhere. Cherry, crimson, and I think Hell Garden was here. There's bones somewhere. Oak, bones. Oh, that's supposed to be the other way around. Cool. And then last bits. Dripstone, stone. Toolbox. Mud box. I think the mud was over here. This I normally keep in my ender chest. This can just be sorted. I think they were probably there because I didn't have any room. Yep. I think we can just put them in here. Oh, we have an empty shulker box. Nice. I've got more empty shulker boxes than I thought I did. That's good. Terracotta. I wish there was a better way to label shulker boxes. I really do miss the shulker, what was it called? Shulker Plus? It's not been updated. No room for those there. We'll have to, this needs to be, I think, sorted. Let's see here. Carrots. Potatoes. Don't think we need more than a stack. Fine. I remember I've got 9 small drip leaf in here. One of the reasons I keep everything so organized is because without labels, you kind of have to play a memory game. To where everything is. Origami Guy, I think that's how you say that. Welcome in. Thanks for saying hello. How'd you find the chat? How'd you find this channel? Are you coming in from the spawn chunks? Maybe a recent social media post? Let me know. Filter stick. Those should be going in the redstone box, but there's no room. Get those go there. I don't need 2 beds in there, nor do we need 3 beds in there. Wheat. Go there. Name tag. Don't think we really need the rotten flesh for anything. Nor do I need the eyeball for anything. Concrete powder. That's empty. This is empty. This is gonna take a minute. Dark oak. Compost those. Cool, that didn't take too long. Now I don't know where I'm going to put these bricks. Maybe we'll just rename it, call it a day. I don't necessarily need this one right away. This is nether bricks. Nathan Sketchpaw, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Empty, 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 empty. Needs to be dropped off. Sweet. Okay, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not bad. Yeah, I noticed I even got a screen setter even through here. It's got to be Minecraft related. I don't think I get it on Satisfactory. Those are salt mini blocks. Don't tend to use the cosmic heads very much. Don't tend to use those very much. I really missed the sort inventory button from Core Keeper for sure. Do use those sometimes though. Where do those go? Nice. Most of the time, I feel the sorting isn't done the way I want it to be sorted when you have that in a game. Yeah, the auto sorting. I think the trick there is that, and CoreKeeper does this properly, it sorts your inventory, but it doesn't affect your hotbar. Doesn't move things around in the hotbar. Which I'm sure Minecraft could do. Okay, well now we've got all these spare shulkers for things should we need, so that's good. One of these I tend to keep around. There's all my beehives for the farm. Thought I had extra torches, maybe I don't. Ugh. Always one. Cool. So we've got this build list. I can check something off now. Abandoned farm by Bees and Spruce River. Check. Main hall decor. Oh, you know what? We can take down the Christmas decorations upstairs. I decorated the hearth for a screenshot for the spawn chunks. We'll probably leave the candles, but the vines and stuff we can get rid of all this. I didn't know you could do that. I thought that they would fall. That's cool. While we're up here, let's put down some temporary blocks. Up here, I'll use some stripped spruce, I think. get rid of that entirely. Maybe one of those days where I kind of putter around and fix some eyesores. Xmas. Christmas lasts to Easter. Look, Easter decorations started coming out like before New Year's around here in the stores. It was stupid. What am I looking for? I need to go to the Discord and get the command. These are leftover artifacts from a data pack that no longer works. So for now, I'll just put what look like, you know, butcher blocks. Now this might be tricky. Oh, crap. That got rid of the bone. Didn't want that. All right, well. That's annoying. I'll have to fix that. Do have armor stand. I think those would have been in my utility box that I no longer have. Oh, there's one there. Well, there's one. We should probably make others. That's just sticks. And smooth stone. That chubuk. Hopefully this still works. And I need a bone. You get fed up with all the things before you need them at home? Yeah. Alright, we'll just... this shouldn't be too hard. I want him vertical. Oh, right, gravity. You should be locked. There we go. That's pretty good, actually. I might just rotate the hand a little bit. Cool. Let's hide him. And lock him. It might not have been locked. That's why it got it disappeared with the command, although the command might override the lock. Anyway, it's meat on a stick. Word Nerdify. Hello, hello. How's your Friday going? All right. Other things on the list. Road texture. Oh, I didn't save the progress. Close the book. I didn't save it. Main hall decor, main hall mezzanine, keep kitchen details, kitchen quarters, keep tower bedroom. Keep as in this is the location to keep, not keep the tower bedroom. Keep basement and distillery, that's where we're in now. Tables and chairs data pack replacement. There's a new data pack, I just don't know if I want to use it yet. Word Nerdify, it's finally raining where you live. That's great. Are you perhaps in California or the West Coast? Tables and chairs. There's really not that much left. I guess we can maybe tackle that house. That might be the easiest thing to do. Cool. I am just a little bit shy of my first break, but I'm going to take it now before I shift gears and do something else. I think we're going to start by tearing down that portion of the potato farm that I was talking about, and we'll go from there. I'll have to take some screenshots first just to make sure that I know what I'm doing. Word Nerdify, you're in the Pacific Northwest. Good. I'm glad you're getting some rain. Glad you're getting some rain. I take a break once an hour, folks. It's just a chance for me to zap my coffee, and you can grab a friend, grab a snack, bring everybody back. We're trying to grow the channel this year, so I would appreciate the extra eyeballs, and I will be right back. What's going on? There we go. There's always a delay with Minecraft. I don't know why. So, let's just go take a peek at the farm. Thank you, Sandy. So even the height of it might be a problem. Might be better off as a story and a half. But because it was the first thing that we built in the valley, we kind of got the scale wrong. So this is a water mill, like a water wheel, like a wheat mill. And it's smaller than just this house. All the homes in the town are smaller than that house. This is close to the same size as the Hall of the Keep. So to me, it really is quite large. And what I'd like to change about it is, yeah, like I feel like if we cut this part back, it wouldn't be such a big block for the background. We may have to reduce the height in the long run, but certainly the footprint has to come down. So from here, I'm imagining like all of this is just gone. And we'll have a little chimney here. And then from the other direction, yeah, I feel like we're probably going to have it cut short, or I feel like this is going to have to be lower. The inside of the main house is a little bit big too. I guess part of the reason it's so high is because we're up a level, and I don't normally do that. Oh no, this is only a 3.5 block ceiling. That's not terrible. Could lower that, I guess. Oh, how'd you guys get stuck up here? Huh. I'll have to see if we can move those guys around. Are you just stuck on the stair? You are. How did you get up here? I guess I didn't use bee nests in the construction because they didn't exist. You look like you're trying to get downstairs. Where'd the other guy go? Oh. Smart bee is smart. Did that fix it? Maybe they're free now? How did you get in here? Oh, I left the door open. Cool. Alright, screenshots before we do any adjusting here. Before and after. Although, I wouldn't mind if the sun was on the other side. Like, the house is bigger than the barn, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me. And I'll get one more after I sleep. Is there a bed in here? I think it's in the barn. Yep. So along here we'll have to do some landscaping and stuff as well. We've got a lot more blocks to play with now, which is great. And I'd like to maybe bring some variety into the crops. Maybe we'll add some azalea bushes or something. It will be nice to have all these walls finished too. I need to fix my mic stand. It seems to creak a lot. Yeah, that feels like a mansion. Really large. Alright, well while we're waiting for the rain and the sleep, I will grab my shulker boxes. Probably gonna need more than one. Oh, I've already got 2 of those. Let's do something else. Lucky the rain started before the night started, yeah. That way it'll be nice and clear. I really like this shader pack in the mornings. It's really cool. I remember one of the first times I watched a Minecraft video, it was somebody that had a really beefy computer and they were playing with shaders on. And when I realized that the game didn't look like that, I was like, oh, that's disappointing. So a lot of times I'll do like before and after screenshots when we're talking on the Spawn Chunks podcast. So why I wanted to have that there. I will need a bed, crafting bench probably. Scaffolding. That should be it. I'm gonna fill these blocks up. So the plan is to have this structure here go. All right, so that would leave probably a little nook there. Right. We're just gonna cut a hole straight through the house. Oh, I can remove these too. Oh, I didn't copy that thing. That there's more over here. It's so annoying that you have to do it twice. That's a shelf. Then we'll go upstairs. The hole should be there. This is going to be oddly satisfying, I think. Okay, so we'll just scoot up under the roof. And it's right here. Basically cutting the house in half. Whoops. I wanted MindTripMedia with 100 bits. Thanks very much for the support. Hope you're having a fantastic Friday. Good to see you as always. Something I'm noticing with these new monitors, because I can't get them super far away from me right now, going up side to side is not bad, but the motion of going up quickly, like going upstairs, it's really jarring because it's such a big monitor. I'm not sure if I like the 3D trapdoor. It's okay for some of them, but the spruce trapdoor, it's a little much. It's very rare in Minecraft that I end up tearing something down. I usually build carefully with intention and then like measure twice, cut once. So it's unique for me to go back and change something, especially something that's almost 4 years old or more than 4 years old. So I'm going to leave this wood section here because we're going to keep that but move it. So I'm going to want to copy it before I tear it down. I also like that solution of having the drain pipe go through there. So I would say there's probably stuff like that. Leave it like that. I guess I could have left the chimney too. I'll leave this bottom wall just so we know where it kind of starts and stops. Measure once, place the block, remove it. Yeah. Rinse and repeat. A variety of blocks in this build, that's for sure. We wouldn't have had netherite tools either when this was built, so all this is coming down so quickly because we've got better gear than we normally would have. Nice to have this dark oak back too. Although I'm sure we'll use some of it to reconstruct the house. On a spelunking expedition, says J. Christ, ended up finding 2 mine shafts that join into the same cavern. That's nice. Those kind of discoveries are fun. Something I've always wanted to do is like a cave base. Something where you don't have to worry about decorating the outside. Like what Etho did in his like giant forever world. I think Paul Soares Jr. did that as well when I was first getting into Minecraft. Spider spawners are unfortunately overrated, I think. I would much rather have a skeleton spawner than a spider spawner in a mine. Oops. I can't remember what episode, but we were definitely talking about stuff like this on Spawn Chunks recently, about like forever worlds and like when do you move on, when do you tear down things, do you tear down things, is it always iterative, like do you always want to move forward rather than redo stuff? And I don't know, I'm on the fence. Like I'd like the idea of keeping a record of the world, and if you move on and create a new area, then your world ends up with a real history. You can see like when you started, how much you change as a builder, or just different interests as time goes by. But I do find like when an older build sticks out in an area, no longer feels like it fits. That's generally where I want to come in and make some changes. I'll leave that there for now. Oh, is that a table and chair thing? Yep. Weird. I wonder what was going on there. Maybe I used tables as textures or something? Probably not going to need that there. Ranger 3306, welcome in. How'd you find the stream? Oh, not your first rodeo. Late to the stream, you're never late. You can't be late. It's too casual to be late. What's up for today? We are renovating the potato farm house. It was far too large. Feels a little bit better. I still think we want to have it be a little smaller. I think the roof in general might be a little tall. I think I'd like to take that roof line and send it through. Yeah, I think that's what I want. All right, so let's grab, what does this look like on the outside? This is the beauty of FreeCam. All right, so I would be using slabs. I'm sure I have a few of those. Nerd Pants McGee, hello, hello. So yeah, I think that's what I want the roof height to be on this side. And this is just stairs. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. And then trapdoors and slabs. Been working and lurking for the most part. It's been a rough 6 months at the office. Nerd Pants, that sucks. Sorry to hear that, but thanks for lurking. A lot of my viewers are working and lurking. It's 32 of you in here right now. So cheers, and I really appreciate the eyeballs. The lurking thing is a great thing to help out streamers. It's more helpful than you realize. I think the only thing that's detrimental is like if you have it on like total mute. I think that Twitch knows that. So when I'm lurking on streams for people that I like and want to support, I generally have like the volume at like 5% or something. Or I just leave it on and just take my headphones out and I can't hear it at all. All right, does that go lower? That's lower. We've got here, we've got 1, 2, 3 and a half. 3 and a half. Oh, go to there. I'm sure we have a few trapdoors as well. And here is the problem with scaffolding. Creaky mic stand, man. On the to-do list to fix for sure. So the stairwell thing kind of sticks out the back, and I think we can keep that. That looks right. Because then we could keep this going down. Slope that off the back, maybe. So I guess I have to decide inside. I might have to make that wider because this, I might want to make the wall here. Yeah, probably. That to me means I want to drop down this roof section. So like we've got this here, but then it goes up again. I feel like I might want to bring that down. Got 4 blocks of ceiling space in here. Like all this is just excessive. VODs are nice to fill the voids when you miss a stream, for sure. All that stuff is at Joel Duggan VODs on YouTube. I've been trying to debate and find the time to chop up my stuff into smaller videos, like just make half-an-hour videos instead of 4-hour videos. Like the 4-hour Core Keeper streams are fun, but a little long. Yeah, I think that needs to come down. I don't want to mess too much with the shape of it. It's very big. So if you like the roof here, this shouldn't be here. Right, this should be at most the roof line. If not, it should be a little bit lower than that. I think what I did at first was I made the whole thing acacia and then sort of chopped into it a little bit with different colors. Yeah, that's really tall. All right, what's going to be the easiest way to drop this down but not lose it entirely? I think maybe what we'll do is chop down half of it. Missed the jump completely. Core Keeper is a sandbox RPG that's got some retro pixel graphics. It's, oh, who's the developer? Something Fish is the publisher, but I can't remember the developer. Stardew Valley in Minecraft. I would argue it's probably closer to Minecraft and Oxygen Not Included. Okay, so if that's the height there, then this would be another height here. Whoops. So if I wanted this to come out lower there, that's really low. I'm taking like a full 5 blocks off of this. Is that the middle? Yes. Okay. So essentially what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get this ridge here to be lower than this roof. So I'm going to drop it down and try to create some of the same architecture because I like the way that it looks. It's just too big. Pugstorm is the developer. Thank you, Dan. Appreciate it. Yeah, if you liked Stardew Valley, it doesn't have any of the social stuff. There's no talking to villagers and shops and stuff. At least not so far. I think there's some sort of trader that you can run into, but Core Keeper is a lot about exploration and gathering and tech tree and crafting. Like there's a lot of stuff to do immediately. As soon as you start playing, there's just a lot to do. Nerdpants McGee, tier 1 for 6 months in advance. 9 months total. Nerdpants, thank you ever so much. That's so generous. Wow. My sub got borked when I quit Prime. Fixed now. Guess I lose some tracking sub length, but who cares? Well, thanks very much. I would never pretend to understand how Twitch tracks things the way that they do. It is not even easy for us streamers to sort it out. So as a user, I can only imagine as a viewer. But thank you so much. That's very kind of you. 6 months in advance. Wow. Always good to have you around. Sorry that the office has been nutty. You prefer to support your favorite small streamers? Well, I really appreciate that. We are definitely trying to grow the channel. We have been working on plus points this month, although we didn't get quite halfway. What I was looking for was 100 plus points for the month, and we are at 45 last time I checked. 52. So we got about halfway. In order to apply for the plus points program, we need to have 100 plus points for 3 months in a row. So we didn't make it for January, so we're going to try and make it for February. And then March and then April. That looks okay. We might change the color of it to match the spruce. It's going to feel a lot more cozy. Yeah, I think that can work. Cool thing now is that I can copy the roof down without having to tear it down and then have to do all the texture over again. I can just like look up here. We've got acacia all the way down. Acacia, jungle, acacia, spruce. Right, so I can just do that here. Like acacia, jungle, acacia, spruce. And then it's acacia, but it's sideways. Need more blocks. I might have to go get a couple of wood types for this. Oh, Ranger, thanks very much. I really appreciate that. We want jungle, dark oak. Well, we'll just bring the essentials, right? The woods. Ranger, now you know why you can't get into the Discord for the past month. Yeah. If you're looking for a way to sub and be in the Discord and have it renew automatically, check out Patreon. For anybody that's wondering, Patreon is only $2 a month, and you get access to the Discord. So if you're going to be away from Twitch for a while, or if you want to, tighten up the budget, while plus points and stuff are great on Twitch, I would much rather people support in a way that is affordable to them, should they choose to do so. I appreciate all of it. Including just the people that hang out and watch. Like, it all helps. But Patreon is one way to stay in the Discord no matter what. And the whole idea behind the plus points on Twitch is that if we can get to 100 plus points for now February, March, and April, then my revenue split on Twitch goes from 50-50 to 60-40 in my favor. And it goes higher if we can do it for 300 plus points. But 100 plus points is the first thing we have to hit, because we have not come close as of yet. Like I said, we were aiming for 100 this month and we only hit 52. Although that's more than we did in the fall. In the fall, we were averaged like around 40. that's acacia all the way down. And then it's jungle, acacia, jungle. I don't know what else was there. Oops. Oh, it must be a log instead of an all over block. Guess I don't really have to worry about it. It's going to be inside. Well, now we know how you got stuck in the house. I thought they fixed the pathfinding on bees. This looks like a spot that I just didn't want to light up. Just filled it in so no mobs could spawn in it. So this does not give a lot of space up here. We might have to lower this ceiling in here. And what can we do here for space? I guess we can just continue some of this along. So that's the new lowered roof, I think. And then if we copy this in here, right. That's going to be there. Yeah, we might want to lower this. Although that doesn't look terrible. That's not awful either. I do kind of like the beam, so maybe we'll keep the floor height if we can. This is where I have to bounce back and forth between the inside and the outside. Has the bee been there since before the fix? Probably. Probably been in there the whole time, yeah. Sometimes this works, sometimes it does not. That's that section there. Maybe this needs to be strip plug. That's better. Although that's got a weird part in it. Maybe that has to be farther forward. In which case it wouldn't matter what's inside. I do try to want to preserve the original as close as I can in terms of the texture and everything. It's a little on the boring side. We might have to rethink that. I think maybe we have to go back to the dark oak. I think some fence gates and stuff would look better up there. The attic was full of them, so maybe they were stuck for a bit. Yeah, that's possible. Very possible. Oh, that has to stay. All right, we still have the ability to have a hallway here if I want to. I may want to move this over here. Small room above the kitchen. This is going to come down a lot smaller. Oh. Yeah, so I think the thing to do now would be the backside. It's not very often I actually renovate a place. Like I normally just kind of keep what I've built, so it's an odd experience to have to come back in and mess around. I feel like we might take the dark oak and I don't know whether I should take the dark oak and move it all the way along the edges here, or I think we might have to replace the dark oak with spruce. I think even the front could look good without this overhang. Well, we might have to have something there. That's a little bit better. Maybe the other way around. Oh, I can't because there's a trapdoor there. Maybe I'll just keep it simple. Hmm. Oh, that maybe we'll have to put something like that there. Not terrible. With the cross building, when the cross building got smaller a bit much with the oak and the dark oak roof. Yeah, so because I connected them. Previously they weren't connected. Right? Like if you look over here, this roof was separate than this roof, as if it was like built on after, which I mean probably was the case in terms of like when I built it and how I built it. But yeah, I think that we will probably go back. We'll try it on the other side too. All right, so what we need to do here, yes, is remove this part. And then just try to copy top part down. What I should do is come inside and just carry this through, but we'll use spruce. I think we're going to be using spruce instead of dark oak. Oh, come on. The stairwell is going to get really cramped, I think. So let's try this one out of spruce. So I've got stairs, slabs, trapdoors. Right. I haven't got my data pack set up yet. Spruce and dark oak needs a break. Good to know. Thanks for the reminder, Sandy. We'll just go down into the barn. Once again, folks, I take a break about once an hour. Gives me a chance to zap the coffee and grab a glass of water. You can grab a friend, maybe grab some food. I will be right back. Agrar Videos. Hello, welcome in. How are things? Bali, take care. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. All right, is it nighttime? No, it's not nighttime. Bee noises sound like creeper footprints, just FYI. Keep on hearing stuff out of the side of my headphones. It's like, what's going on? There's something happening. Okay, we were on the other side. Right, so we're going to take half of this down. And then rebuild it lower. But we're going to rebuild it using these guys. And don't remember what happened after that. I guess we'll maybe put something over the back door to connect everything to. This would likely be that level. We could do a double trapdoor. That. Or we could have it connect to the roof. That might be the easiest thing. Oh, come on. I really wish you could jump off of scaffolding. It seems kind of dumb that you can't. Yeah. It's not terrible. That's a little bit better. We'll maybe have to fix that part. That might be able to stay the same. You still use old school dirt pillars, Roger? Or Ranger, sorry. I do that kind of stuff. It's a really big project, but if it's small, like 5 to 7 blocks off the ground, scaffolding is faster. All right, so now we can just copy this down. So it's spruce, acacia, jungle. Pop it out through here. We might not be able to use spruce, so maybe we'll use acacia jungle. Acacia, spruce. Some of that's going to be sideways. Acacia. So some of this we're going to have to adjust. It's going to be in the middle of stairs. That looks okay. I'm probably going to add some newer texture ideas to this once we get it all moved around. Yeah, I think this is going to look a lot better in the long run. Okay, so I think I can take down the top part now. GrandpaCrafter says I've been able to jump off scaffolding in my world. I think I'm using similar mods to you. You have or haven't? I've never been able to jump off scaffolding. Doesn't matter whether I've been using mods or not. All right, so that is a successful half-ish adjustment. So that's what it's going to look like new. I think we're going to definitely swap this back out for spruce. Yeah, I think this will be a much nicer looking spot. It'll be tricky to figure out how we're going to bring this together. It's not going to have a flat surface to connect to, so we might have to figure out what's happening with this wall first before we try to move this. So the next phase is this north wall has got to come down. Oh, that was probably something that should have stayed. This is gonna go. Why did I decide to lower the roof? Because the whole build was just too big. If you looked at it, this roof extended all the way to here. So this was a big living room, and then this roof was this other structure that went across the whole thing, and there was a whole other floor up here. And as just a farmhouse, it was bigger than the wheat mill. And it's also a heck of a lot bigger than its own barn, which I thought was weird. And it was blocking a lot of the view. It felt like it overshadowed the town. So by keeping it low, it doesn't look like it's bigger than the mountain behind it, which is nice. It could be the middle doesn't let me jump in terms of scaffolding. Yeah. I think it's also, I think what it is anybody familiar with coyote timing in gaming? Basically, a quick explanation is like when you're trying to jump from the edge of something, most games give you a bit of forgiveness where technically the player is actually here and you jump. And it gives you like that little extra bit, and it makes you feel like you're being more accurate, when if you really are recorded as being pixel accurate, you're more than likely going to fall over the edge. I think they should do that with scaffolding. I think it should say, I know it feels like you're at the top of the scaffolding and you're going to try to jump, but you're currently in the block and we're not going to let you jump. And I think that they could adjust it so that even though technically you're not quite there, I think the jump could be better, better handled in that way. All right, so acacia, spruce, and then sideways acacia. Acacia, spruce, sideways acacia. Acacia jungle, acacia. Sometimes this won't matter because we're going to be covering it up, but at least I'll know what's been copied. Spruce, acacia, acacia. Oh, is that the right way around? Nope, I had it backwards. Oh no, I had it right. Okay. Spruce planks, planks. Acacia, jungle, acacia. Most of that's going to get covered up anyway. Deeper than the dead. Welcome in. Thanks for the follow. Darker Scarlet, hello. Good to see you. Now we just do the other side. No room at the inn. I'm good, thank you. It's been a chill afternoon renovating this old farmhouse, reducing the size of it, making it a little bit more to scale with the rest of the area. So we're tearing down the old roof and putting in the new one right now. Probably just get rid of this for now. Inventory is full all the time. Anything I've got? This is where a sort inventory button would be really handy. Zero, hello, hello. How's your Friday going? Okay, so now we're back to copying the roof. Jungle, acacia, spruce. Double spruce. Spruce, strip spruce, and then jungle. Some of this stuff might have to get switched around. And then acacia, and then there was a hole there. I'm not sure what was there. We'll go with jungle maybe. Cool. I think we can probably take that down. I'll have to rely on screenshots for the rest. And this will get us most of the way there, and then I can adjust things and do stuff on my own too. Because I do want to bring back the overgrown leaf stuff happening in the cobblestone. Mossy cobble and stuff. We'll have to find a way to work all that back in. So some of it will be not so much copying, but redoing some of what was there. that's the bones of it basically sorted. So there really isn't much room up here at all. It's going to be mostly a hallway. I imagine stuff like this we'll probably want to flip upside down and have it be more kind of like that so it doesn't feel so cramped. Although, I don't know, we may have to change the way that the roof is shaped for this middle section to work. Because this is actually going to connect here. And so then this will be probably stuff like jungle and then spruce. And then this will end up being connected. What I like about this now is that we can use some trapdoors to make this look better. That has more of a dip. I might even want to go with like a full block here. All right, so that's the inside there. And then on this side, I have to connect it. The back is larger than the front. There's definitely going to be some retexturing, I think. Maybe we don't need these big stairs in the end, so we can just go with those. A little simpler. If there's only vertical slabs, yeah. Yeah, there are some tricks that you can do though, like if you have a really small space, you can make walls out of trapdoors. I mean, here we can flip this around. It doesn't quite get us where we need to be. I think the stairs are going to have to turn here. it's really snug. It's a half stair, which is not my favorite. So we could go with walls there, right? So it becomes very, very tight. I'm going to start thinking about moving that canopy over too. Start thinking about how that's going to connect to the roof, plus the inside. Figure out our spacing for the walls. Oops. Actually, that doesn't look too bad. Sure, we'll adjust all this once we get the moss and everything else up there. Okay. I think that was one that needed to go. Oh no. Don't remember what those were. Jungle. I feel like those are all important. Maybe not this one. Nope, that's a lie. Okay, so before we can finish that part of the roof, I need to figure out what's happening on the inside. So you come into the front here, and at the moment, I think I'm okay with this being wood. There will be a hearth and a fireplace at some point, and that's going to be built into the wall here. Just grab some stone to quickly rough that out. So I'd like this to be the same. This might have to be smaller too. I like the idea of these pillars staying. And they could be external. But that's not the middle of the house. So I would want the chimney, well, I guess the chimney doesn't have to line up. But essentially the chimney would go here. Oh no, it'd be block out farther. There is something here. I knew something was up. Right, so this would be like the hearth. Or it could be the hearth. Maybe it doesn't have to be that big. Conito D. Helado? Thanks very much for the Prime sub. 20 months. Appreciate it so much. Yeah, I think that's plenty big. I mean, this still feels like a giant waste of space. There will be some sort of kitchen island thing. Some sort of workspace. And then probably like table. Or something. And then probably chairs. This is the point where I may want to work on designing the inside a bit more. I forgot that was there. Harry Potter was here. Nice. The stairs are actually not too bad. I don't mind that. Feels like a solid idea. And having it open up on one side makes it feel less claustrophobic. That's a very small space. And then I'm not entirely sure that this beam is in the right spot, so that might have to move. We may have to move that out by one. So instead of this, maybe we'll have this here. Then have to move this. And that will sort of frame the hearth a little bit. Sort of works. feel like I've got a stone stair somewhere. Long time no see, Kanito. Yes, indeed. Glad that you've been able to catch a stream as well. You're always welcome. And again, thank you ever so much for the Prime sub. Yeah, we'll have to maybe work on the decor. I think it's okay for the spacing. Like, I don't think I'd want it to be... Maybe we'll move this over to here. Just feels really wide. But I think for the front, I don't want to be too narrow here. And I like the depth. But I guess we could do the same thing there. Although then, yeah, then the stairs, then it's going to be in the way of the stairs. So I think we'll just leave it the way that it is. And then this will have to just continue out, I guess. And that's just extra wall. It's a little asymmetrical, but I think it works. Oh, wait a minute. We could just bring that in closer, couldn't we? We will probably replace this across the top. Probably won't be lanterns there at the end because we'll probably have a fire in the fireplace. A really narrow staircase. I'm actually surprised that staircase works. It's a little boring texture-wise, but we'll worry about that later. What I want to do now is just take a crack at bringing this over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the slab starts on the 5th. One more. We could probably line it up to about there. Even that's too far. And then there's a stairs, upside down stairs, and a slab. So that gets... Did that wrong somehow. Oh, I counted too high. Counted the wrong one. Okay. We might even be able to go out on the roof if we plan this right. Stairs. And slab. And overhang. Still makes it feel kind of big. I think what'll end up happening is that it won't be just quite as long. We'll probably keep it pretty tight. So 2, 3, 2, 3, probably right from here. It is tricky to copy things, yeah. I do find scaffolding fun and useful in this way. When you're doing, you need a block to like place something up against. I do find that that's really helpful. So much smaller. And I think that'll make it less boring as well. Yeah, same idea, but a much, much, much smaller footprint. And I think we'll have to, I don't know, we might have to lower this back part. Not sure what's going to have to happen there. The fact that we go up a level is a little bit strange for me. I mean, it worked when there was a house in the way. Not so much right now. A nice place to have a barbecue. Yeah, it wouldn't be. It would be a good spot. Yeah, I think that's a much nicer change. Still some tweaking to do. I got some spots that need some work, and obviously there's some holes in the roof, and I think this part right here is screaming for like a weather vane or something. But you can go back to the beginning of the VOD afterwards and take a look at the view now. Coming in through here. And we still have this thing in the way. Like you can see the towers now. And it feels like a house on a hill rather than a mansion. Yeah, like this area used to be house. Used to be so big. Oh, I need to fix the front here too. Yeah, like being able to see the trees behind it. It's still bigger than the barn. The barn is really not that big. Or maybe it's roughly the same size. I also never finished the texture on the barn roof, apparently. Alright, so we need some spruce things. Try to connect this up. So I can jump fine there, so maybe it is just being just a little bit in the block or not. Oops. Right, that's all connected there. I feel like there was a roof section needed fixing. Right. That's probably going to be better off as jungle and acacia. I need to go over and like clear out my inventory more often. I feel like it really does help. Like midstream as opposed to the end. And then this, that's wrong. Right. Okay, so that's going to look like that. So I'll have to come up with a way that's visible from down here. It's not the end of the world. Don't think. That's not terrible. Could be worse. What would be better though is a pressure plate. Aha. Pressure plates on roofs. Started doing that over on that building over there and it looks really, really cool. Log slabs, how I long for thee. Yes, 100%. I agree. And I guess that's the chimney. So this outer wall is going to be really mostly chimney. I'm just going to grab extra stone and fill it in for now. Don't know that it needs to come out that far. And did this stay the same all the way across? It did. Get that in there. Thank you, Sandy. Appreciate it. Is there anybody live playing Minecraft that we can raid? Yeah, I don't know about this. Probably tighter. Then in here, maybe we'll just have the chimney be part of the build. I'll worry about like the interior design and all that kind of stuff later. Right now I'm just kind of roughing out where I want walls and stuff to be and show up. That looks like part of the roof. That might have to be closer in here. Might have to fake this a little bit. We'll have it look like the chimney continues up through the top floor, but probably won't. Fake it till you make it sort of deal. See, that was it. I did not wait until I was at the very, very top. I am at the top. Yeah. I think it's me doing it wrong, but at the same time, it's just like, could you maybe make it easier? Is that going to show up? Oh, that one does. We could just leave that like that. No one's going to notice that. Hey, Cosmic Dancer. How's it going? Don't know if I did that on the whole thing. No, I didn't. Okay. Just for the edges. Try to get this looking like it's got some support. Not nearly as big, so we can just get away with 2. Yeah, I think that works. Much, much better. Feels less like a industrial farm and more like a small place. And I think what we'll have to do, these bushes that used to be up against the house, I think are going to have to go. And I think I have to move this staircase or add one in here. So we'll probably remove these guys. And this will probably get rounded out a little bit. Yeah, not sure exactly what's going to happen there. It'll probably get cut back a lot faster. And we'll have to change the paths and everything else. Yeah, that feels much better. Cool. Still some holes we'll have to worry about. So we'll probably deal with that inside because I don't think you can see it inside. That's that part of the chimney that we're faking in here. But yeah, this is not nearly as cramped as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be really tiny, but it's not bad. We may still seal up this part here. Maybe that'll be like a closet or something. Leaky roof, unfortunately, for the people that live here. That's funny. Still a decent room up there. This could just be storage, I guess. Cool. It might make sense to actually have part of the chimney downstairs in here as well. Have like a little hearth or something. Yeah. Much happier even with, like, you imagine the footprint used to be this whole area and now it's just this little spot here. Worked out much better. Nice. All right. That is a much smaller footprint for this place. I'm really happy with that. And it'll be a good excuse to fix up this potato farm and redo the pathing and finish up these grounds. It still has a huge front lot, so I might put like a little garden or something out here too. We've got lots of things that are now available to us that we did not have before when we first built this 4 years ago, so I'm happy to make the changes. Well, that's it for my Friday. I'm going to pass you along to somebody playing Minecraft. Let's just see who's live here. Lots of satisfactory. You know what? We've got Mythical Sausage, fantastic builder. We've got Chosen Architect doing Tunnel Rats and Whip. Happy to send you along to whichever you prefer if you want to voice your opinion in chat. In the meantime, thanks ever so much for being here this afternoon, folks. Really appreciate all the support. Lots of subs today. We nearly got, well, no, we got halfway to our plus points goal for the month. We were looking at 100 and we got to 55. So we got just a little bit over halfway. So hopefully in February, which is unfortunately a short month, we'll actually be able to get either all the way to 100 or at least closer to it. I'd like to see that uptick. 55 is higher than our average in the fall. Average in the fall was around 40. So I really appreciate all the support. Do check out things like the Spawn Chunks podcast, as well as the Citadel Cafe podcast. They're totally free, available on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. You can also check out things like my social media at Joel Duggan. I've been posting on TikTok a lot. That's where I share the clips from Twitch. Same thing with Instagram stories. I'm at Joel Duggan wherever you want to find your social media posts. I'm on Blue Sky as well. I need to update my website with all of my links. It's actually a little bit behind, although the Linktree link in my profile and in chat, thanks to Cosmic, is also there. And do check out the Patreon page. It's one of the best ways to support me, and it's only $2 a month. You get access to the Discord, renews automatically, and I really appreciate it. We're going to be doing a hangout in 2 weeks, and we're going to be talking about where the channel's going, what I plan to do with the Citadel Cafe podcast, how that Patreon is changing. All that stuff is going to be for just my Discord members. So if you want to be part of that process, then check it out at patreon.com/JoelDuggan. Again, I really appreciate it, folks. This was a fun afternoon, and I will see you tomorrow, 1 o'clock Atlantic, UTC -4 for more Minecraft. Bye for now.